the organic chemistry, and we talked about in the last class that there are a few reactions, like 5 reactions are there, which is substitution reaction, addition reaction, elimination reaction, rearrangement and condensation reaction. In the last class we talked about our substitution reaction. We will be talking about addition reactions. So first of all, when we are talking about addition reactions meaning you are adding some reagent to a reactant molecule. So when we are talking about addition reaction, the reactant must have extra electrons in it. Let's say if we are having some example, suppose we have this particular compound, and what we can observe, this compound is having a double bond. So what happens when we are adding some substance? Let's say we are adding AB. So what is going to happen? This particular element, this will be added to this carbon, and the other element, this will be added to this carbon, leading to the formation of this particular product. So such reactions are called addition reactions, in which we are starting with some unsaturated compounds and finally we obtain a saturated compound. So let me explain this using one example. Suppose we are having this compound and we are adding some halogen molecule, let's say chlorine. This will be a solvent, this will be the medium rather. So as we can observe, there is a chlorine molecule, and what happens? One chlorine molecule, one molecule, this is actually 2 atoms. So one chlorine will be added to this carbon and one chlorine will be added to this carbon. So finally we obtain this particular substance. So from ethene we obtain 1,2-dichloroethane. But the problem arises when this particular substance is not symmetrical. This is a symmetrical gradient. But what happens if we have such compound like HBr, where the 2 elements are different, one is hydrogen, one is bromine? What happens in this situation? Let me give you the example once again. So suppose we are having ethene and we are adding HBr. So the same situation here, one particular atom will be added to this carbon, one particular atom will be added to this carbon. So leading to the formation of this compound. So from ethene we have ethyl monomer. Now here is a special situation. The situation is like this. Let's say we have this substance. Which is propylene. Now such compounds, such alkenes, these are called unsymmetrical alkenes. Now why such compounds which are called unsymmetrical? Unsymmetrical alkene means the 2 carbon atoms between which a double bond is present, these are not similar. Meaning, if you are drawing a line over here, you can see on the right hand side we have a CH2, on the left hand side we are having a CH3CH. So in such a case, what happens? Now if we are adding HBr, look, here we have 2 possibilities. What are the possibilities? The first possibility is this H may be added to this carbon and the bromine on this carbon. This is the first possibility. Possibility number 1. So possibility number 1 is we have CH3, we have CH2, we have CH2Br. And possibility number 2, there is another possibility. Look, the hydrogen may be added to this carbon and the bromine may be added to this carbon. Now the compound is completely different. So this is situation B, where we have CH3, CH here, and CH3. Now question is, which one will be our major product? Which one is the major one? This is the question. Now this question can be solved using a rule called Markovnikov's rule. So what is Markovnikov's rule? Markovnikov's rule says, the rule is called Markovnikov's rule. This rule says, when one unsymmetrical alkyl is present and it is being treated with some unsymmetrical reagent, the rule says the negative part of the reagent, I repeat, the negative part of the reagent. Let's talk about this thing, HBr. So we know here H is positively charged and Br is negatively charged. Markovnikov rule says the negative part of the reagent will be added to that carbon having lesser number of hydrogen atoms. Once again, the negative part of the reagent will be added to that carbon having lesser number of hydrogen. So we are talking about which carbons? We are talking about these two carbons between which the double bond is present. We are talking about those two carbons. We need to focus on those two carbons and we need to find out which one is having the lesser number of hydrogen, right? So we can observe on this carbon we have only one hydrogen atom. On this carbon we have two hydrogen atoms. So this carbon is having lesser number of hydrogen atoms. If this carbon is having lesser number of hydrogen, then the negative part should be added to this carbon and this will be our major product. So this will be our correct answer. This will be the wrong answer. So this is all about Markovnikov's addition in a double bond, right?